Okay, let's talk about SAS programmers submission for PMDA, the Japanese FDA. Okay, this is the guide, the most recent guide in 2019 for the technical conformance guide for the whole package, the whole data submission package, but we are focused on the programmers to be submitted today. Okay, let's go down a little bit. Okay, this is just a general introduction for the different components of the whole submission package. Okay, so for the programs to be submitted, they should be on this folder. If your study is not a series, it's a legacy, you put it under here. If your study is cities compliance, then you put it here. Okay. Let's go down. Okay. So here is about the what kind of cities data set to be submitted. Again, we are not focused on this today. Okay, let's see this part a little bit. This is for the item data sets to be submitted. As you can see, there are lots of description here. It's very similar to the FDA submission for what kind of data sets are needed. So basically, usually study team will consult with PMDA authorities to make sure they have the correct data sets to be submitted, to make sure what the PMDA they want for the data sets. Okay. And then we go down to the section for the programs. Okay, this section. Okay, so they want the data sets. Let's see, for the analysis performed to obtain the important results on efficacy and the safety. Here is the difference from US FDA. For the program to be submitted in FDA, usually is the efficacy, the primary and second efficacy, but PMDA, they want both efficacy and safety. Okay, this is a big difference. And for the details, we need to check the previous section as I just show you. We must be sure what kind of data sets they want. So most likely they will have both efficacy and safety data sets. Okay, the purpose of these programs, they just want to know, to understand the process of the variables, how they derived, what's the algorithms. So they said it's not necessary to submit programs that PMDA can directly run under their environment. Okay, and also here mentioned is the program is not limited to a specific software or version. So like R or Python, they are still acceptable. So you can submit both, all the three most likely, as long as you have a detailed description, the software, the versions, okay? And then mention the macro programs. It's good to have those macro programs whenever you have, you should submit them. But there's an exception here. It's mentioned if the program if it's outsourced, then you might not need it to submit. Okay. Sometimes the company have the study is in-house, not outsourced, but the macro program is still very difficult to submit for whatever reasons. The option is you can submit the validation or QC code for this submission. So also, as I said before, this kind of section is kind of flexible for the program submission. Study team can decide how they submit, as long as you have satisfied on this requirement. Okay, and so, but again, this section, so it's very similar to FDA. As again, this for any files that you want txt file instead of SAS.SAS file, okay? And the file name convention is like lowercase again. You only have letters, lowercase letters, A to Z, and numbers, and hyphens. You cannot use underscores or space in the file names. Okay, so a good example, like your table name, like table 140101 pop txt. It's a good example. Okay, like for atom dataset. And listings similar. Okay, hope today's message will be very beneficial to your submission. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.